Bonsoir. Tonight, I wanted to discuss how to embellish the undermined areas of your home. Personalizing and enhancing your home is really about caring for the areas that are often neglected. Most people attend to the more obvious regions of the home, like the living room, places where they host and spend time in, socialize, often the larger rooms in the house. I find that true refinement is actually in caring for the more unusual sections of your home. The first one being the toilet. On y va? Toilet is a place that you retrieve to, what, 2-3 times a day? Where you sit and are quiet, alone, unless you have some perversion I don't know about. So it's really a very sacred place if you think about it, because it's where you relieve yourself. Martin Luther, not Martin Luther King, Martin Luther, the Protestant theologist, was said to suffer from severe constipation, which forced him to spend hours alone in contemplation. And these contemplations ended up inspiring some of his greatest writings. Now, I'm not saying we're going to revolutionize theology here, just pointing out that it's an important room in the house and that it deserves to be decorated with care, with the intention of making it a soothing place, not some ultra-bright, clinical white jail. And be careful, men out there. Women will judge you if your toilets are despicable, and the state of that room could determine the fate of your evening. I find that so often toilets are just really cold, with just a random poster. That's no place to relieve yourself. Have pictures in there that are safe and comforting, that are framed. Create an atmosphere of comfort and cleanliness, of peace. Put candles, and if you don't have space, mount a sockle on which to put a candle or essential oils or incense. For a retro look, change your faucets. And if your siphon, the thing underneath your faucet, is in plastic, switch to metal, the same as your faucets. Use an antique book holder or magazine rack. Have a vase somewhere. I went all out on the flush. I have to admit it was a little pricey, but it was so much prettier than the ones I initially saw in catalogs. Add beautiful books, art books if you have the space, to your gossip magazine collection. Short stories even. Invite art into the room. Recently, I've been through a few homes that had a squatty potty. It's like a sockle you put underneath your feet while you're sitting on the toilet. That seems to be a new trend. Apparently, humans before they sat used to squat, and that's the best position for our intestines to relieve themselves. So if that's something you're doing, then choose something elegant, like an antique footstool or an old children's chair, not one of those plastic objects that will make you feel like you're in a retirement home. Stay tasteful and add texture with refined material. And last but not least, add a dimmer to your light switch to create a more intimate atmosphere. And also maybe change that random light bulb for something more charismatic, like a chandelier or a vintage sconce. Ask yourself what relaxes you and invite it into that room. I hope this video has eased your evening. If you have any questions or comments, by all means share them. Like the video if you enjoyed it, and please subscribe to the channel. Voilà, c'est tout pour ce soir. Bonne nuit.